Well, the state's exploring some new ways to prevent wrong-way crashes. Starting this Sunday, the Kentucky Transportation Cabinet is looking at running a pilot program all across Fayette and Jefferson counties.
The goal is to detect and deter wrong-way drivers. And as WKYT's Samantha Valentino shows us, experts say it could largely improve public safety.
The Kentucky Transportation Cabinet reports there have been 216 crashes involving wrong-way drivers across the state since 2015. 69 people were killed and 80 were left seriously injured.
Unfortunately, it seems to be a growing problem.
Lieutenant Van Brackle with the Lexington Police Department says timing is everything when it comes to responding to a wrong-way driving incident.
The faster we get notification that there's a car going the wrong way, so the faster that we can hopefully get there, dramatic improvement in public safety.
That's where he's hopeful Kentucky's new wrong-way driving and integrated safety technology system could help. The program is being tested for 3 months at 6 interstate ramps in Fayette and Jefferson counties. From there, they'll look at expanding it across the state.
Because those are the areas where there has been the highest level of wrong-way driving.
The Kentucky Transportation Cabinet says this program is unique to the Commonwealth. It's made up of 4 different elements. The detection system identifies wrong-way incidents and other safety concerns in real time. The deterrent system activates warnings to discourage the wrong-way driver. Then the alert system notifies other drivers of the wrong-way driver. They're still working to determine how this will work. At the same time, first responders will be notified.
That has been measured actually at this point in seconds, and we will continue to investigate that too as well to make improvements as we move along with this project.
The fourth part is the mainline monitoring system. This will detect other safety concerns on the interstate, such as pedestrians or disabled vehicles. In Lexington, Samantha Valentino, WKYT.
And to learn more about how the program will work and where the pilot program ramps will be, you can scan the QR code that we're putting on your screen right now off to the right side. You can look for this story in the WKYT News app, and you can also find it, of course, on WKYT.com.